With the rise in cost of being a dog breeder in today's day and age, especially with stud fees being as high as $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 and up, it's super important to be able to understand how to perform semen evaluations and understanding and interpreting the results. There's some new technology that you can have at home that'll allow you to really be more educated with the semen that you're getting, whether it's being shipped to you, whether you're doing an in-person breeding, whatever the case may be. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this. Good?
When I say clap it up,
okay.
that means it's rolling.
Oh, okay. You learn from professionals, I know.
Well, okay. Part of the exotic number.
All right. What's going on, Bully fam? It's your boy, the educator, the scientist, Mr. Double Muscle Line Bulls, bringing you another episode of Breeders Hacks. So, semen evaluations, semen collections, photometers, all this fancy stuff. I don't really see a lot of breeders. I don't even see a lot of content on social media about the semen side of things when it comes to dog breeding. And it's extremely important. I mean, it's half of the breeding, right? You have your female, and then the semen is the only way that you're going to be able to get the female pregnant. So there's some things that I wanted to touch on that are extremely, extremely important. So stay tuned to the end of this. You're not going to want to miss it. So when it comes to doing your breedings, you're going to have a few options, whether they're going to ship the semen to you, which is a great technological advance that we've made, in modern times, where now you don't have to be there in person to do the breeding. They can ship it to you, ship it to your door. You can do your AI, you can do a transcervical insemination, you can do a surgical insemination. You could also still do natural breeding. A lot of people still do natural breedings.
It's all natural.
But what we do here is we typically ship the semen. We don't do natural breedings at all. But here's the thing, right? I'm gonna share a little story with you guys real quick, and maybe this can kind of help emphasize the importance about in what I'm about to show you guys, especially this new fun piece of equipment that I absolutely love. I had a friend, and he paid $7,000 for a stud fee to use this famous Frenchie stud, right? I'm not gonna name any names, but what had happened was they shipped the semen here, and I said, all right, let's go ahead and do a semen evaluation before we go ahead and inseminate this female. You paid a lot of money for this. You want to make sure that what he paid for and what the stud owner is supposed to produce for the client is a good quality semen with enough semen to produce a healthy breeding. So anyway, we did the semen evaluation, and backtrack. Actually, what happened was we called the stud owner, and the stud owner had said, hey, I want you guys to split the semen. The dog produced so much semen, you're gonna be fine. Split the semen in half. Do one breeding today, then do another one tomorrow. I said, all right, we're gonna do a semen evaluation real quick though, just to be sure. And then the stud owner all of a sudden froze up and was like, well, let me know what the results are, because I haven't done a semen evaluation on my stud either. And I'm like, so you're taking $7,000 per person for breedings, and you're not quite sure of like what his sperm count is, morphology, motility, things like that? Very interesting.
I find that a little suspect.
Anyway, when we looked at the semen, we got the sperm count. Let's just say that the semen was half of what a normal dog should be producing. It was half of that. Once we did the semen evaluation and found that out, my buddy called the stud owner, and this is where you find out if the stud owner is a good business person. A good stud owner is not when things go good, but when things kind of get a little shaky, a little rough. So anyway, my buddy calls the stud owner, and the stud owner basically says, oh, wow, didn't realize that. You know what? Don't split that in half, because we would have taken what the normal dog should have produced, what a normal dog should have produced, not forget being a super producer or anything like that. Half of that is what we got. Half of what the standard dog should be producing for its weight. And then he was telling us to take that and split that in half. Long story short, after we did the semen evaluation, the stud owner said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just send you another box. Just throw that complete collection in her and let's hope that she takes. And if we didn't do a semen evaluation, my buddy would have really been at blame, because what happens typically in this dog breeder space is a lot of emphasis is placed on the female owner. You as the female owner, especially if you're getting semen sent to you, a lot of stud owners will put the blame on the female for not taking, because they'll say, my stud is fine, he's produced other litters, or whatever the case it may be. If we didn't catch that, he may have gotten a repeat, and if we would have got the same collection, not knowing that it was half of what the standard dog should be producing, my buddy would have been out of $7,000. So luckily the stud owner was cool and was willing to ship him out another collection, offer him 2 repeats instead of 1, not counting this breeding, things like that. So it worked out. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. The moral of the story, though, is just the fact that you want to be able to make sure you're performing semen evaluations and understand the results. This is a guideline. I'm going to pop a picture somewhere up in here in the video so you guys can see. But this is just something that I want you to be mindful of. A dog should be producing 10 million per pound of body weight, 10 million sperm cells. And a great way to know that is with this little bad boy here, and this is what we sell, which is a photometer by Minitube. I absolutely love this thing because it's super simple, super easy. I got a video showing you guys how to use it. And I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. All you do is take a little bit of semen, very, very minor amount, and put it into the test strip, and it gives you a sperm count number. Between that and looking at our microscope and seeing that at least 3/4 of it is motile, 70% of it is motile, we have an acceptable, collection amount. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys. This video is actually getting a little bit longer than anticipated, so we're gonna split this in half. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys to understand how important it is. And the second half of it, which you guys will probably have seen at this point, is we're gonna show you guys actually how to do a little bit of like this semen evaluation with the photometer and stuff like that. But like I said, guys, I just wanted to emphasize how important it is to have something that you can, whether your vet does it or whether you invest in your own equipment, to be able to do semen evaluations. Because if you're paying these large astronomical numbers for breedings and you're not getting a chance to look at the semen, it could have been the stud owner's fault as to why the breeding didn't take. And it had nothing to do with your female. You could have did a pre-breeding treatment, could have done everything, prenatals, the list goes on, proper progesterone testing, and the stud is what let you down. So I just wanted to emphasize how important it is to do semen evaluations. And I mean, we have the microscopes, we now have the photometers. Like I said, these are amazing, and I don't know why these aren't used more in the US. These are from Minitube. These are absolutely great. Get these from Europe. They're from Europe. And I mean, absolutely phenomenal. And it's portable. You can take it anywhere with you. You could do so much with this. And like I said, guys, I absolutely love this, and being able to do your semen evaluation. And the key thing is understanding the results. So for example, like I said, this total sperm chart is in the information center on breedershacks.com. So you could go there and take a look at this and use it for reference, so that when you are speaking with a vet or someone who's referring to how much semen they shipped, or in reality, the breeder should want to send a semen evaluation kit with the semen when he ships it. That's what we do here. We send out semen evaluations with each breeding that goes out, especially now that we have the photometers. So I highly recommend, if you're not getting a semen evaluation done with the semen, if the stud owner isn't sending you one with the semen, then I recommend investing in your own equipment, having the vet look at it, something to that effect. Just make sure you're getting good quality semen, especially if that's what you're paying for. So I hope this information was helpful. I hope it was useful, and stay tuned for like the part 2. We're gonna be talking about the photometers and the other equipment. All right, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Breeders Hacks.